Alright folks, we've arrived here at Blackness, the little village next to Blackness Castle. Now I promise you this was not planned, right? We've arrived here at the car park and there's a lot of kind of signs up and stuff and redirecting to a special car park for the day. Apparently there is a reenactment day today at Blackness Castle. Like, I did not know that was happening. But what that means is you guys are going to get a 2-for-1 in today's vlog. You're going to get Outlander stuff, all the background to the episodes and stuff that this place featured, but also, first of all, some reenactments. So Blackness Castle there in Outlander was Fort William, the castle at Fort William in Outlander the series. Also the place where Claire was captured by Blackjack Randall and Jamie and the clanmen managed to break in with explosives and free her. The flogging scene was obviously probably the most memorable part of that. Right, I hear lots of people shouting and screaming and dressed up in red coats and stuff. We're inside Blackness Castle. You guys will recognise this part I'm going to show you in just a wee second. On that rock on the end there is the place where Jamie got flogged. Unfortunately the wooden plinth is not there, otherwise this would have been a really cool video, but where Jamie was flogged, right here in this corner.
This time I would administer them myself.
There was a wooden plinth right here where Jamie was standing on top of. He was obviously chained to the wooden plinth with the cat o' nine tails. This is the place. It's quite strange to be here. I remember cringing and actually flinching when I was watching it on TV, thinking, wow, this is brutal. Jamie, obviously the character that we all love. Jamie's dad and his uncle were here as well, and that's where his dad died as well. Watching him. There's a lot of kids around today, so it's very noisy. So it would be silly of me to come here all the way to Blackness Castle and not sit on the rock. I'm going to sit on these rocks as well, actually, that were behind Jamie as he was getting flogged. This must be pretty heavy, right? Wonder if I can like take one home with me, like as a souvenir. I can lift it. This is stuff left over from the movie set. How cool is that? One of the rocks in Outlander. Built in 1440 this castle was. Well, still shooting cannons off behind me. It's quite an impressive place, like this courtyard. Cobbles on the floor. You can see why they used it in Outlander. Brilliant location, brilliant. This is like a fortress. It's got a very distinctive shape and it's called the ship that never sailed, or the boat that never sailed. Because it looks like a boat from up high, so. That, by the way, the central tower in the castle is actually a prison, so I might go and see that later, but I want to go and see the main part of the castle first, which is back there. Oh, cannon shots. Gonna make my way up there into the castle. I have to duck down to get into some of these. The camera is struggling to focus on me in the underground light here. Spiral staircase for us to negotiate. I wonder if this place is actually haunted. I'm going to look that up when I get back. The ghosts of Blackness Castle. I bet it exists. I feel like you could explore the chambers down here for quite a long time. We are in the main hall, I think, of the castle. It's very grand here. Look at that. If there is any ghosts, let's just put it out there. They're going to be on camera, so. Right, so up on this vantage point right here, I'm at the point of the castle, the top point, so right out to the sea on all sides. Something really crazy just happened. Like, I was walking along the turret there, pointing down to the Outlander scene down behind me, and one of the tour guides noticed me from the Outlander videos I've been doing, which is quite funny. See that hole there? That hole goes right direct into the sea. So I'm pretty sure this is a throne from back in the day. Right, so we're now into the main prison of the castle, but apparently what I've just found out is this was a fancy prison. So it was a prison for privileged people who had fallen out of favour with the king. I think it's quite fitting that the weather is very dark and grey today for the place that we're at, considering this was such a heavy location in Outlander. Like, I remember when Claire was imprisoned here, I was just so tense through that whole episode. And obviously through the flogging as well, like, so tense. It's a haggis.
Do you know why it's an endangered species?
How's that?
Well, you see, it's actually called a mugwump.
A mugwump?
Died out.
What killed it off?
Well, it didn't know its mug from its wump.
More of a psychological weapon than an actual one.
It's quite a beast. I wouldn't imagine swinging that around.
You wouldn't be swinging it for very long.
Yeah.
You're swinging it above your head in a figure of 8, walking towards the enemy really slowly, and they'd all be running away.
Just giving them the fright.
Single-handed sword.
Single-handed, so that's like a kind of battle one.
Yeah, that's the most common one.
Mike represents the Jacobite soldier, the Jacobite soldier in the north. These of course are the Nangailtach, these are the Gaels, these are the Highlanders. When you can see he's not wearing the plaid, he's not wearing the kilt there, because he is actually riding a horse. He's a kind of posh Highlander there. What about you? What about me? I'm not an English redcoat. I've been mistakenly called an English redcoat. I don't even sound English. I'm a Highlander also. I'm from the Gaeland of the Gaels, of the Gaeltach. I fight for, I am a sojourn, Shoris Ari, Nanri, and Alapa. King James's army? No, King George's army. You're Seamus Ari, Alapa, you sojourn. And this man is a soldier of King James, I am a soldier of King George. Both Highlanders, we just fight for different sides. The Royal Scots, ladies and gentlemen, Nanri Alapa. We are the Royal Scots. So I'm not an English redcoat, I am a Scots soldier within the British Army. So that's the differences. We're both Scots, we both fight for different sides, of course. And if you don't know your history, just let me tell you, we won. I picked the right team.
Right, the enemy to you.
And here's a cannon coming, so hold your lugs.
Prepare to get fired! Get fired!
Oh, fantastic.
That was a bit of fun, but my ears are sore now.